Well, a Bay Area doctor specializing in emergency medicine is being recognized for his humanitarian efforts providing medicine to crisis zones worldwide, and that includes Gaza. We're joined this morning live in studio by Dr. Mohamed Soubeh. Now, he's a recent recipient of the HCA Healthcare First Humanitarian Award. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And, you know, as soon as he walked in, meteorologist Annie immediately said, I follow him on Instagram. He's such a local good source. You know, talk a little bit about the work that you've done.
Yeah, I've been one of the few healthcare workers privileged to spend some time on the ground in Gaza and serve the Palestinians on the ground there. I've been there twice over the past year, setting up field hospitals in Gaza, where we would evaluate and manage both traumatic injuries as well as medical emergencies. And so our goal really was to try to assist in whatever capacity the local teams to be able to, you know, save lives and save limbs.
And, you know, you post things in real time to social media. You said your wife started that. And, you know, people like Annie, for instance, said, you know, it's really giving people coverage of what's really happening there on the ground. For people, you know, who have no idea, how would you describe your time there, you know, when you first got there?
Well, when I first got there, my main concern was making sure I remained safe and came back whole, and then making sure that I'm not a burden on the system there. You know, you get a different perspective working on the ground. There's a lot of disinformation out there about what's happening in Gaza. And the one thing that I think that was a common thread for me, and something I see even day to day in my ER practice here in the Bay Area, is how common we are as human beings. And it just reinstilled that in me. And
we're all searching for the same thing, essentially, right?
Yes.
We want our families to do well. We want to do well. We want shelter, food, love, things like that. And this is kind of a full circle moment for you. You know, before we brought you on air, you said you were a refugee, and, you know, you eventually were there at one point, came here. Talk a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, actually, my grandparents are Palestinian, displaced from their homes in 1948. I left Kuwait during the Persian Gulf War, came here as a refugee, and just experiencing death, destruction, lack of access to basic medical services. I really opened my eyes to kind of my purpose over time. And one of the things that my parents always instilled in us was the importance of not fearing death, but rather kind of embracing that certainty. Eventually, all of us leave this earth. What's most important is what you do during your time on this earth. So, yeah, full circle, being able to go back to Palestine and help the people there, as well as other countries. I take my older son every year, and we do medical missions in El Salvador, as well as domestic kind of natural disaster efforts. So it's part of the purpose kind of to fulfill as an emergency physician.
And receiving this award, I mean, what does that mean to you, essentially? You know, you're there on the ground, you see these things happening, you also have personal experience being a refugee, being recognized for all the work you've done. I mean, you know, how does that make you feel, just, you know, on a human level and emotionally?
Yeah, I think it's really humbling to receive the award, and it really highlights the importance for all of us who are privileged to practice medicine to be able to give back to not only our local community, but global humanity. And I think that's really what this award means to me. It's really signifies the importance of all the work that's being done by healthcare workers all over the world to take care of people during usually their most difficult times.
And do you plan to go back at all? You said you've gone twice already, and this is some of the videos that we were showing from your time there. Do you plan to go back anytime soon?
Tentatively, the goal is to return December 2nd. I've since been denied entry twice, as have dozens of other humanitarians. But the hope is that, you know, I'll be able to get back in, because there's a lot of work to be done there on the ground right now.
And you talked about, you know, having a son, being a father. When you go to these type of places, you know, we all see on social media some of these younger kids who are struggling, you know, some without food and things like that. How does that impact you, you know, as a father when you go there and see these things?
Yeah, 100%. As a human, it impacts you. I think seeing kids starving unnecessarily, really, because there's food 3 miles out on trucks, that are being held. Taking care of kids who've been sniped or mangled extremities, very difficult. I think it's probably one of the most difficult experiences that I've ever had. But at the same time, it was the kids who gave me hope. I mean, being able to fly kites with the kids every day before sunset and hear them laugh. And we actually housed several orphans in our field hospital. Just being able to get that, positive, refreshing kind of innocent look at life just kept filling my bucket every day and kept me going.
And you studied emergency medicine, and obviously this really came in handy when you went out there. Was there a reason why you decided to go with emergency medicine when you started studying?
Yeah, emergency medicine is one of those fields that really allows you to take care of people from all walks of life. I mean, I'll have a billionaire tech CEO next to an unhoused person with, no food, and they're experiencing a heart attack the same exact way. And it's really being able to recognize that common denominator we all have, our humanity, and being able to take care of people regardless of their, where they're coming from, where they were born, their titles. Ultimately, we connect as human beings, and it's really a team effort. I mean, I'm very lucky to be able to work with an excellent local ER team that helps me do my job better, and kind of we're reminded of constantly why we do this. Why do we do this work?
You're saving lives and you're doing well for your community here and also there. When it comes to people who may be at home watching, how can they get involved, whether it be in Gaza or just other places, in helping go out to, go to some of these places that you've gone? And, we talked about your Instagram, extremely inspiring, a lot of different videos. How can people help out the way that you are?
So I think every individual has their own gifts that they can gift to the world. I think number one is being aware of what's happening in our world. So educating ourselves, because without that, you're not going to really know how to best be able to help. Understand kind of the impacts of dehumanization that allow us to really look at our fellow human being as less than human and what the impact of that is. And you really don't have to look very far. You just look at our local communities, how dehumanization plays out, and just kind of remember how common we are and how we can contribute.
Everybody's all connected at once.
100%.
And we're running out of time, but lastly, what is something you want to tell your younger self when receiving this award, and to those younger viewers who may be watching?
Yeah, to my younger self, I'm glad you didn't give up, because there are many moments where you kind of felt hopeless or helpless. And for all of the young folks out there, you're going to have a huge impact on the world. You're going to make the world a better place. And you just got to keep pushing forward.
Well, thank you so much, for joining us this morning. And of course, we'll have more details on our website regarding his story and, of course, his Instagram handle and things like that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and send it over to break.